Hello, brothers and sisters of the light, fellow star seeds, way showers, light bringers, agents of change. I am Julie Joy, your servant of the light, with another message from the Arcturian Council as channeled by Daniel Scranton for April 7th, 2022. And the title of this message is How to Grow Spiritually from What's Happening Now. And they begin, greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are very interested in tracking your spiritual evolution as it relates to what's going on in your lives, on your world, and throughout the galaxy and the universe. Of course, there are times when you have certain planetary alignments going on, and there are times when you have an eclipse or full moon, and then there are times when you have global events happening. And of course, there are the times when you have things happening in your little corner of the universe, things that affect you directly and immediately. We've noticed that you tend to be affected more positively by the world, galactic, and universal events, and that your evolution happens more smoothly as a result of those events, even if they are not what you would call positive. When something happens there on Earth that affects millions or billions of humans, but not you individually and directly, you can grow by accessing more of your compassion, and you can clear what you need to clear around that event because you don't have a big mess to clean up in your own personal life. When something happens to you directly, you're not taking the spiritual evolution as quickly, because there are things you have to do with action, and there's all the thinking that you do about what you could have done differently and how you could prevent this from happening in the future and so on. But when you do take the opportunity for the spiritual evolution because of something that happens in your personal lives, those are times when you can grow by leaps and bounds. Not everyone takes advantage of the opportunity, however, and then what happens is that person will recreate something similar again and again until they do take the leap forward that's available to them. Whenever anything is present in your life that is unwanted, ask yourself that question of how do I take the spiritual evolution from this? And whenever there's not something in your life that is wanted, ask yourselves the same question. And when there's nothing dramatic happening in your lives, you can also ask yourself the question of how do I grow spiritually from this place I am in now? You will get an answer. When you ask a question like that, there is always an answer. Usually there are several answers, in fact, and those answers will come to you. You can ask yourself these same questions when there's something going on globally or when you become aware of some planetary alignment that is coming up. Of course, you see people gathering for the equinoxes, the solstices, the full moons, and so on, and setting intentions, seeking to create something new, seeking to receive what they've already created. But if you don't have anyone to gather with, and do it on your own, and you can always tune into what's going on throughout this universe of ours that might be helping you to grow spiritually, to add something to your list of spiritual gifts and abilities that you've been able to attain. There's always something that you could be receiving, and there's always a growth opportunity in front of you if you take it. You will find that you don't need to create anything negative in your lives to get you to go to that next level of your spiritual evolution. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. This marvelous message was channeled by Daniel Scranton. His own website is danielscranton.com. I will be able to post the words to this message below in the Show More section, and you can also always find Daniel's fine messages on the Sananda.website or voyagesoflight.blogspot.com. I am Julie Joy, your servant of the light, and as always, it's my extreme honor and pleasure to bring you these marvelous messages from the Arcturian Council.